Now let's move on to our next capsule. We would like to call Shreyas ji and Parag ji. You've already had a glimpse of Parag ji. So let me give a little introduction about him. With dual master's degree in engineering and construction law and chartered status from UK, Australia, Canada and India, Paragji's journey extends beyond academia into the rhythmic realm of tabla. That's an amazing journey, I would say. Guided by esteemed gurus like Dr. Sandhya Kale, Pandit Suresh Samant, late Pandit Sudhir Mankar, and Talmani Praveen Karkare. He is a seasoned tabla player. He has performed in tabla solo concerts and has accompanied vocalists, instrumentalists, and Kathak dance performances across India, UAE, UK, and Canada, demonstrating his versatility and ability to collaborate with musicians across various genres. He has performed in concerts organized by the Government of Maharashtra Culture Department, Indian Consulate Dubai, Dubai Expo, Raagmala, etc. Parag's passion goes beyond performance. He has conducted workshops on the appreciation of Hindustani classical music and directed rhythm for various classical and contemporary shows to spread the art of Hindustani music. The establishment of Naad, dedicated to teaching and promoting the art of tabla, showcases Parag's commitment to passing on his knowledge and skills to the next generation. Parag ji is also an advisor within the working team of CanadianTalent.org and will be accompanying almost all the artists today. I'd like to speak about Shreyas ji. Shreyas ji is a multifaceted and exceptionally talented musician who has been trained in Indian classical music from the early age of 5 through his parents' tutelage, who are accomplished classical musicians. He cultivated a deep interest in the Indian Santoor after attending a concert by Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma, and was consequently initiated into the Santoor from the age of 17 under the teaching of Pandit Dhananjay Dathankar, himself a senior disciple of Panditji. Shreyas feels extremely fortunate to be guided and blessed by the maestro himself. Shreyas expresses himself through the distinct characteristics of the Santoor, its emotional and spiritual aspects, and its serene notes that can take the listener into a state of meditation, peace, and internal harmony. Shreyas has developed his own unique style and talent over the years of rigorous practice and the blessings of his gurus and parents. He has performed various concerts globally, including India, Kuwait, Australia, USA, Canada, Mosaic Festival 2014, Arohi Concert, Raagmala, etc. His talents have been appreciated by renowned classical music artists and audiences like you. He also teaches Santoor at the music school Dance Shala in Toronto and is a music composer for Kathak ensembles and folk music in the Toronto area. We are proud to have Shreyas ji into the core team within working team of CanadianTalent.org.
तानपुरा पण चालेल. तानपुरा चालेल.
Before I begin, just a big thank you to Dheeraj for organizing this event and also thank you for your hard work. Also happy to share the stage with my dear friend Parag. The moment has come from India, from Dubai. He's been happily accompanying a lot of artists over here, and we can see the great talent they have over here. Due to the meditative theme which we have today, I'll be playing Raag Bhupal Todi. It's a morning raga, quite meditative for those who want to experience a bit of meditativeness. The whole credit goes to Panditji Kumar Sharmaji. And he had said if you really want to experience a bit of the meditativeness, you can want to close your eyes and also feel them. Thank you, and yeah.
2 mics निकाल दीजिए.
I forgot to mention, we have a lot of big music personalities over here, like Ramneekji, my dear friend Hardealji. We also have Rigvedji, Anil.
The standing ovation says it all. My personal experience, I was actually transported back to my college days when we used to have SPIC MACAY, my first ever exposure to Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma. I was taken back to that times. Thank you so much. It was soul soothing, soul touching, super amazing.
Namaste everyone. My name is Dheeraj. So before Shreyas Bhaiya mentions a few words, I just wanted to mention about SPIC MACAY. So like Shikha Didi mentioned, SPIC MACAY is Society to Promote Indian Classical Music and Culture Amongst Youth. And essentially STPLT ICAY, which is Society to Promote Local Talents in Canada Amongst Youth, is following the footsteps of SPIC MACAY. So I just wanted to mention that quickly so that the relationship can be established. Thank you.
Thank you, Dheeraj. Thank you so much for thinking about this beautiful tree which you're proud, actually growing. Hope we'll see a lot of such performances and enjoy what our heritage has to offer to us. It's such a big ocean, we just need to keep on diving in it. We would like to request Rigvedji, Ramneekji and Sanjayji to please come and felicitate our amazing performers for the evening. I will give a few lines for Rigvedji Panditji. He's an accomplished tabla player, performing on stage for more than 20 years, having studied under the guidance of esteemed gurus Pandit Chandrasekhar Vajay, Shri Swapnil Bhati, and currently from Pandit Ramdas Falsule for the past 6 years. He has also received vocal lessons from Pandit Suresh Bapat for around 8 years. Rigvedji is playing the role of an advisor within the Canadian Talent ORG working team. Then we have amongst us a beautiful face and a beautiful soul, Ramneekji. Ramneek Singh is an internationally acclaimed Indian-born Canadian Hindustani classical vocalist coming from the rich lineage of Ustad Amir Khan's Indore Gharana. A worldwide performer, Ramneekji is proficient in musical genres like Khayal, Tumri, Bhajan, Shabad, Sufiana and folk. Recipient of several national and international awards, she runs an academy called Sur Rang Music Academy in Toronto and performs concerts and conducts live as well as online workshops and classes. Then we have Sanjay Rangnekar, a passionate advocate for the arts, a creative visionary, and a tireless community builder. Sanjay is a fine arts graduate from the prestigious JJ School of Applied Arts in Mumbai, India. He has been an active contributor to the Canadian arts and cultural scene, offering his guidance as a board member and advisor to various organizations, always focused on nurturing emerging talent and fostering inclusive, vibrant artistic communities. Sanjayji is also playing the role of an advisor with the Canadian Talent ORG working team. So please join me in welcoming all three of them to felicitate our amazing performance for the evening. And if Vyas or Vyas's parents, anybody is around, please, we would like you to be part here as well. Yes, I can see Vyas's mother here. Please, if you could join us. And if anybody got inspired to learn Santoor, please reach out to Shreyas and he'll be very happy to take you under his wings. I would require Ramneekji. A big round of applause, please. Another round of applause. Now I would request Shashi Bhushan Pathak ji to please come on stage and felicitate Rigvedji, Ramneekji and Sanjayji.
Shashi Bhushan Pathak ji is my father-in-law. Oh. He is the senior most member. The applause should not stop, it should just continue, please. Sanjayji. I would like to give this mic to Sanjayji as he has a few words to share with us.
So right now within this group standing, I'm probably the least qualified and the least capable to be standing here. So I don't know why Dheeraj called me, but thank you. One thing I would like to share is that I think we have a common passion for making music touch as many lives as possible. And I think both of us that's one common thing that we definitely have. I always say it's good to have so many platforms for local classical musicians, because we've always had people coming from India performing here, which is a great thing, but it's the local artists who need a platform. And I think organizations like this, or we've got one more organization called Akisa, which does the same thing. It's an annual event that we do. It's an annual classical music festival. And we need more people to come out and let local artists shine, because that's what is required. Local artists need a stage and a platform to be able to showcase their talent. So it's a great thing that Dheeraj is doing this. Congratulations, and my support is there with you forever, whatever you need. And such amazing talent we've got here. Thank you guys. Amazing. I mean, it's just a blessing to be in front of you guys, standing next to you. So I don't know why I'm here, but I'm just taking it. Thank you. One sentence I want to make before I give it to Ramneekji is that there's one theory that I have, and I've shared that with Dheeraj as well. Everybody likes classical music. They just don't know it yet. They will know it when they come and witness things like this, and that's what these are, artists who make you fall in love with this genre. It's our pride, it's the pride of India. We have given this to the world, and we should be very proud of this legacy that we have. Thank you.
I think you said most of what I wanted to say, Sanjayji. No, absolutely. Thank you. It just reiterates that what you said is so true. A lot of times whenever I'm about to perform, people will say, "आप थोड़ा light करिए." तो मैं उनको यही बोलती हूँ कि light तो हो ही जाएगा. आप पहले classical सुनिए, क्योंकि just give it an ear. First, just listen to it, and I'm sure you'll fall in love with it. It is just to आप इतनी मेहनत करके आए हैं, उसको आप सुन के जाइए. And I'm sure it'll leave an impact, which with Bhupal, Todi, Shreyas, I'm sure you've left a lot of impact and a lot of hearts who probably never heard classical before. And that is what our mission is, to keep this beautiful heritage going. And as Sanjayji again said, one of my important favorite things that I like to talk about is that there are many, many organizations in North America who are doing so much for musicians coming from India, but who are there to do something for the local talent, because these people are working harder. I'm not kidding you. They're working harder. They're not getting enough stages. They are working harder to prove themselves in India and abroad. And I think stages like this, thanks to Dheeraj and so many other people who are doing such a wonderful job, to keep that next generation inspired, as arts in general, it's a performing arts. Why is it called a performing art? Is because unless and until you are performing on the stage, you don't go to the next level of your music also, of your art. Because you are challenged. There's so many different challenges that you come across when you're performing. You might have been practicing for years and years, but when you get a stage and you have an audience that you kind of connect with, it leaves an impact inside a musician's heart too, and he is inspired to go ahead and do better and better for the next time. So we need those stages, and thank you all. आप जैसी audiences, चाहिए और सब लोग inspire करें एक दूसरे को and keep this legacy going. Thank you so much.
Actually, these are the hidden gems, and Dheeraj is doing a work of a jeweler who's bringing all the gems out. So let's all be with him as much as he wants us. And I would also like Anil to come on stage and give the certificates to all the performing artists. The applause should continue. That's one way we can tell them how much we love them. I think Shreyas also would want to say a few words.
Thank you for being so patient with me. the first thing, and I'm actually looking forward to the next performance. I'm also mesmerized by his singing. So Vinayakji, over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please take your seats. We would like to introduce Terrace Concert. Terrace Concert is represented by Mr. Anirban Biswas, who's been a curator of the Terrace Concert, a non-profit cultural organization committed to spreading the richness of Indian classical music among the masses. Here we have another one. So do we have Mr. Biswas here? The Terrace Concert is organizing its next annual concert on 6th of September at Maja Prentice Theatre, Mississauga, featuring Bidushi Sahana Banerjee on sitar and Kathak Guru Sri Sandeep Malik from India. The flyers, tickets and other details, I'll hand it over to Mrs. Biswas.
Thank you so much. Namaskar. Firstly, I would like to thank you, Rigvedji, for inviting us and giving Terrace Concert the opportunity to associate with this wonderful concert. I'm sure you all are really loving this program. Terrace Concert, as she already mentioned, is a non-profit organization who have dedicated itself to spreading awareness of Indian classical music to the mass, especially to the youth. So here are the details of our upcoming concert. We generally do a couple per year. So I'm requesting all of you and inviting all of you to please grace us. The flyers we were handing out already, and there are also in the kiosk. And we are also doing a lucky draw. So all of you who have already participated, thank you. If you're all interested, please put your name and email address in the box there. And towards the end of the program, we will do the draw, and the lucky winners will get some free tickets to the concert. We are really looking forward to have all of you there. And thank you again, Dheerajji, for the organizing this. Thank you.
We also have Sajawat and Pooja Hut. Can you please have somebody representing them on stage, please? Dheerajji, we have from Sajawat and Pooja Hut a few words.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. The program running so good, so great, and a lot of gems are here, and they're playing and will be playing soon. But Santoor was really heart-touching and so feast, I would say. So everything going great. Continue, and we will try to continue the journey with you till 4:30. And in future, best of luck to everybody. As he planned big way, like it should be on a big stage, basically. Yeah, one day we will see you. As somebody said, like it should be vast. So vast means vast. You know, it should be on a big stages. It should reach to every soul, every human being on the planet Earth, I would say. Because music, no comparison. It's a nada, right? When you meditate and you say, oh, I hear nada, so they should come here and feel what nada is. All right, thank you, everybody. Thanks a lot. Yes.
So Sajawat and Pooja Hut has been very kind and very gracious, and I would request them to felicitate all the artists as well. They've brought something small for everyone, so please.
I hope you like it.
Very nice.
Back pain today, I don't know why. Sure. It's a nice shawl with the Om. Everything started from there, I hope.
Krishna says in words, I am home.
Yes.
Can we request Vyas or Vyas's parents to come as well?
They're coming. For the lady. Oh, no. Vyas's father is here. His mother is also here.
Vyas had to leave because he was preparing for some exam.
Yeah, he had a math exam on this day, so I had to drop him and come back. Oh, beautiful. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram.
Now is the time. Now is the time for a small break, just for 5 minutes. You can stretch your legs, come back in 5 minutes. We have another mesmerizing performance waiting for all of you.